In this video, I'm going to outline 6 different stocks that look like they are ready for breakout. So as you can see by my chart, this is SPY on the daily. It's starting to look quite a bit like a bull flag. So this is inspiring me to just post some setups, and I'm going to post some prices that we can watch for resistance breaks. And if we break these resistance, then we can start scaling in and look for breakout to the upside here. If SPY is to break out of its bull flag, we'll be looking at something like that. It might not happen immediately. It might just slowly make its way up. But this is the pattern that I'm seeing right here. Looking at CLOV, I'm just going to zoom in here. You can see that we have come down repeatedly to this trend line at the bottom. This is like the floor. This is the bottom of CLOV. That's why it's interesting, because we keep coming down to this level, and that's psychologically like we can't get past that level. So this one is likely to break out unless we can get past that level, but so far it's looking like we can't. So we can see this falling wedge right here. Now, if you want to be safe, you can wait until we break this 756 level, which has been previous support. So this would be our resistance to get past. So I would say buy after a break of 756 on this one. LI. So I've been watching this one for a while, and look at this really nice trend line that we've had to watch. We have lots of repeated bounces off this trend line all the way down. Then we get to the bottom of this area. We form this nice EQ between 25.42 and 27.02, which today we broke. So looking at that level again, want to see that level to break again. It might not happen again tomorrow. We might just stay in this EQ, because sometimes that will be what we get. We'll have a nice falling wedge like this, break out a little bit, and then go into an EQ and just hold and wait for another breakout. So this one's still on watch. I want to see the breakout of 27.02 and then the break of 27.91, which is previous support. And this will become our resistance. So the break of that level, that second level, you could wait and be safe and enter after that break, or you could start to scale in after 27.02. The break of 27.91 would be the confirmation. FUBO, lots of love and lots of hate on this one, but when these ones run, they run pretty hard. So basically, it's similar to the last one. We've been bouncing off this trend line all the way down. Then we're moving into this EQ. We're just getting so tight down here. So this is looking like we're going to break out soon. So I think if we break over 24.07, I'll start scaling in here. And then confirmation of that breakout would be 24.76. So you can add after 24.07, or you can add after 24.76, depending on your own risk tolerance for this one. If we were to break this 22.89, that would definitely be a sell signal. DDD. So this one, we have been in this symmetrical triangle, and we are getting pretty tight. I could even just chart this as a falling wedge, but then I just went wider because all of these patterns are all within this one big pattern. And the reason why I like this so much is because this lower trend line was previous resistance in the past, and now it's our support. So yeah, we didn't touch it for a long time up here, but we came all the way back down off that big move to it, came off of it again, and we haven't touched it for a while, but here we go touching it again. So it doesn't have tons of touches, but it was previous resistance, so that's why I like it. And either way, we've got this falling wedge to look as well. So I would be waiting for a break of this 27.26 for an entry. And looking for a second level for confirmation of the break, I would look at 28.28. So if we make it over that level, then that's confirmation of a little bit of the break. But honestly, like this huge pattern needs to be, we need to get kind of over $30 to break out of this pattern. So an aggressive bull could start to scale in. This could take 5 to 6 days to a week before we break out of this. So just decide your own risk tolerance and keep this pattern in mind. And I don't really chart this one often, but I can't help it. AMC is looking like it's ready to break out. You can see we've just been getting super duper tight here. It looks like DDD, only way tighter. And it's similar because this lower trend line was previous resistance, support, 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 and then support again. And we were trying to break out the other day, and we're getting super duper tight in this pattern. So this is just something that's out there of interest. I don't care if it's a meme. It looks like it's going to break. So after a break of 38.10, I would scale in small and then add more after 39.39 because that would be your confirmation of this breakout. And let's not forget about the NFTs, because when they break out, they break out hard. We can see what happened way back here on DLPN, and it broke out and it ran like 100%. And yeah, we've pulled back, but we haven't pulled back to the beginning of the move. We've pulled back to a decent level. And if we zoom in, we're getting pretty tight here too. We're in this EQ, this daily EQ inside of this symmetrical triangle. So we can watch these two levels, and then we can sell the lower level, sell short if we break that level, and we can go long if we break the top level. My notes here are just for going long. But if we were to break that lower level, that's also a short. And just coming back to SPY, because we are getting a little bit of bounce in the market, not just on SPY, but in a lot of sectors. I did a live market analysis this afternoon where I outlined each of the sectors, but this and all these setups are based on market strength. If we get market strength, then all these setups we're likely to break out. So let's keep an eye on SPY, keep an eye on all the other sectors, and then hope for a breakout. If you are looking at SPY, here are the levels that I'm watching here. We've got double bottom of support here to watch, 429.39, and then if we break this 436.77, then we would be starting to break out of this bull flag. And just a note about the levels that I provide, they are to the price point, but you want to watch for the break, and then you want to wait a little bit and then look for a retest and then look for follow through. And that would be on a long level or a short level. And the reason is because the market doesn't make things that easy for us. It doesn't give us the exact penny that we can buy at. It gives us levels to watch. Then we need to watch for retests, and then we need to watch for follow through. So we want to watch the break, and then we want to see follow through. So if you haven't seen on my feed, I am doing live market videos. Today I did one, and I had some technical issues, but it was good because the live market analysis, it's much easier for me to do than the analysis videos, which everybody is requesting some tickers to be analyzed. It'd be better for me to do it live. So if you have any times that work for you to watch the live feed, post it in the comments below. I'm going to set up a schedule, so I want to try and make these adaptable to everybody's different time zones that we're in. Also, if you have any tickers, if you can't make it to the live feed, still post those below, and I'll include them in the live market analysis, and then you can go back and watch that. If you want to be notified of when I'm going live, be sure to subscribe, and then you'll get, and I think you have to hit the alert bell, and then you'll get a notification when I'm live.